Can you hear that noise?
What noise?
What is that? Oh, it's following us! Ah!
10 ordinary people from all over Britain are about to become fugitives.
Just stand up for me. Put your arms out.
Going on the run will be the biggest thing that I will have ever done.
Full of metalwork. I always ask the question, can I still soldier?
They have to disappear in one of the most watched countries in the world.
I hate authority, like, bearing down on me. You've just got to make sure you leave no trace.
My greatest advantage in this is my politeness.
Excuse me, sorry. Hello, sorry.
Tracking them down is an elite team of hunters.
Hack his phone, hack his hardware, search his house.
Armed with the powers of the state.
I love you, I love you, I love you.
Turn off the phone!
Here we go, cell site location.
We'll get after them!
But if they can evade capture for 28 days...
Missing the boys, missing home.
They will win a share of £100,000.
100 grand?
To be able to give money to my mum and actually put a deposit down on a house.
I want to win, and I want to win in style as well. There's no way you're going to catch me.
Got him, eyes on, eyes on.
Come on!
Where will they hide? Who will they trust?
There's no other lady that I know that would ever ask me to go on the run with her.
10 fugitives, 28 days, £100,000.
Someone's running.
What would you do?
Stay where you are!
Fugitives are on the run.
They're ex-military.
Military. Definitely military, yeah. Kirk Bowitt. And this one, Jeremy Scarrett.
We are in, my friends. So we now own Kirk Bowitt's online life. Olaf is good to go for initial pickup and safe house.
The fugitives are relying on a network of ex-military fellow amputees.
Good luck.
So it's going to be a case of following the phones and following their associates.
I do really want these guys.
So, Chief, I think we've got confirmed sighting of Jez Scarrett.
They'll be looking for 2 guys on their own. And we're clearly together. What's for?
We're following the south side locations for Karen Cameron.
Mr. Bazri's Curry House.
There's some hunters over there, and they look like they're looking for somebody.
I think we've got eyes on. They've just gone out the back.
Oh, shit.
There's no way out there, is there? Bugger.
They went through the kitchen exit of the restaurant, so can you help me work out how many options they have got?
Well, there's doors on all the way around this.
Yeah, but they're all retail units which haven't been populated yet, so I think it's a contained unit, so regardless of where they go, their stuff, we've got them.
What's upstairs? Is it still the restaurant?
Yes, restaurant, part of restaurant.
What's above that?
Nothing. You cannot go. This is the only few access.
Could you drive us out? Mexican standoff all day long. That Butch Cassidy, isn't it? Good man, thank you. Everyone in the back. Everyone in the back.
There's a van coming out, there's a van coming out.
We've got a vehicle leaving the service yard.
The driver of that van was the man in the restaurant.
What type of van is it?
It's a Fiat, blue Fiat van.
Register, wait, VRN again. Foxtrot, Oscar.
Papa 07, hotel.
Right, second of right past Wilkinson's car park. Hold.
So there's nobody following us at the moment. Fantastic.
Is there any sign of that van?
Not as yet, boss.
Get ANPR on that van.
Oh, come on, mate.
We were right there.
It's all up for grabs, unfortunately.
That was just the craziest escape ever. What we've done is outthought them, haven't we?
Okay, breathe. It's a massive hit to morale when you lose a fugitive because there's so much work has gone into it and you don't know if you've missed the only opportunity that you're going to get. And there's always that element of looking back at the choices that you made, but you have to park that, put that to one side and get back into the fray.
Probably going to have to draw the assumption they're going to shut off their comms at this point.
HQ have no ANPR hits on the getaway van, and the phone they've been monitoring to track the fugitives to Blackpool has also gone dark.
There you go, we're out.
2 miles from the restaurant, the manager drops Jez, Kirk and their accomplices at a park.
Cheers, buddy. You've been a fantastic star. Thanks for sticking up for us.
I think you lost them. I'm fairly confident you've lost them. It's all clear.
Jez is a typical old-school Royal Marine. So it's like having the big brother or the father figure over my shoulder, and I think that's a good thing. Stop me making mistakes.
There is a shared brotherhood with amputees at the end of the day. Our determination and our grit, and what we've gone through in the past is going to help us get through.
I'm not the only person in this office who, in the course of their professional lives, have experienced crushing disappointment. The surveillance job that goes wrong, the evidence that gets contaminated, and the not guilty verdict at the very important trial. Those kind of things happen. It's how you react to those things, I think, which really dictates what kind of person you are.
Just got to stay cool and think about what our options are.
After losing Jez and Kirk, HQ is regrouping.
So have we covered, we've got, just check, we've got the ANPR, we've got the CCTV, we think about contacts in the area.
What about the station? Because they drove past that as well. Do you think they could have jumped out there?
Train station?
Yeah.
The stations are going in. All
You
the
got that
stations
already?
and coach station.
Brilliant.
I guess one of the things I'm quite mindful is we had a huge surge of all of our resources, understandably, on a live target. And there are several other targets out there that we can't let drop.
8 days into the hunt, Jez and Kirk have slipped through the hunter's net, while the other fugitives are spread across the length and breadth of the UK.
Nicholas Cummings.
We are torn. He could be epically sophisticated and he's escaping and evading very successfully, or he's just lucky because we haven't devoted as many resources on him.
So I can go with that many things, but not the coffee in the morning. Okay, we're going to do this thing.
I suppose I'm quite practical, but not very effective.
It's the wrong shade. Not enough milk, but you know.
I think I muddle through. That's the thing. That's what it's going to be. 28 days of muddling through.
Let's move on to Madhu and Io.
They were certainly with the brother, travelling in his vehicle. They've got so many associates and so many family and friends all over the country.
Anyway, Matthew,
I haven't seen you in a long time.
I just recognised you. You put a bit of weight on there, then.
Yeah, I have.
Don't say that to me, I'll cry. Is this your midlife crisis, Io?
It's a bit of a something to do, innit? Last adventure before I have to properly go out.
So we've got Anna and Elizabeth. I think we understand their MO very well. Sporadic hitchhiking. I think we just need one more little bit of luck, one more little bit of nugget of intelligence, and I think we can really pin them down.
We're on the run, us two. We just got to lift up with Frank.
We're just going to rely on the goodwill of people and hitchhike. We're not going to use any public transport at all.
I think members of the public are more likely to help out girls of our age.
Two smiley young girls who kind of appear quite vulnerable.
We're being hunted by like ex-MI5 agents and like Secret Service.
It's a massive reward, 100k. And consequently, I think they have all put some considerable thought into how they're going to go on the run. I don't give a toss. It's us against them. I want to catch them. OK, thanks, everybody. Let's do it.
Hamish and Michaela, they're a bit of a puzzle, actually, which is quite frustrating. Hamish led an adventurous life, built a yacht in Malaysia, has a few business interests. Divorced, but I can't see a connection to Michaela at the moment.
What about a sort of social media connection? Anything that's indicating any connectivity to Facebook?
It doesn't seem like their lives are that intertwined now. They live in separate places and they've only got 8 Facebook friends in common. Right. And actually, quite a lot of those Facebook friends show that they studied at Newcastle University. So I think that might be where the links come in. Perhaps they're old friends, that's how they know each other.
You can come alongside me today. Hold hands. Hold hands.
My relationship with Michaela started when I was at university. We had a bit of a fling at university.
Do you have a little snog? We're having such fun. Just here.
People are asking, will we rekindle it? Hamish would definitely try.
Does my bum look big in this?
The answer's yes, Jo.
Good.
Absolutely not. No, you have to say she's there, you know, but as soon as I get her in the ditch, she's mine.
Such a dickhead, Hamish.
Michaela, she's also had a colourful life. 4 kids.
I knew I wanted 4 children because I thought it looked fun. The last one's a love child. I went to a jazz festival and met a tall, dark, handsome stranger.
Come on, Hamish, for fuck's sake.
Everyone was salsering, so we salsered off into the moonlight.
She comes from an army background. Her dad was a Gurkha officer. She's probably attended public school here, probably boarded if parents were overseas, I'd say.
Fairly close to here is where I used to go to school. I think they might help. Hello. You're still not sure who it is yet, are you?
Julian Mick Skinner.
Oh, he's so... how can he remember?
How can I ever forget you? You caused so much trouble.
Michaela plans to use her old school network for support while she's on the run.
It does seem weird that you go back to your old school, but I think it's a good network that the school has of friends and family that could help us.
Well, we're especially interested with people with jets, horses, water ski boats.
Definitely water skiing. Sounds fab.
He's got such a large list of contacts. I'm just trying to narrow them down a bit.
You feel that they aren't going to dob you in, whatever the reward. They're on your side and they're going to be with you, you know, through thick or thin.
What I'm used to doing is trying to make psychological sense of the aftermath of crime scenes that can help lead the police to whoever's committed the crimes before they strike again. Here, I've got rather less than I normally have to go on. Even the really simple, basic information that we've had today tells us about the skills, the tendencies that they have. Each of them will have one failing, one weakness, and all it takes is for that weakness to come to the fore at a moment when we're on them, and we've got them.
Come out, wherever you are.
With no ANPR, HQ has lost Jez and Kirk's getaway van.
Any sign?
None yet.
Ground hunters Paul and Michelle are now searching for the car that originally brought the fugitives to Blackpool.
Is there any sign of the dark grey Vauxhall? Of course, sir.
Not as yet, boss. This car park is rammed. I mean, we can have a walk around.
OK.
The owner of this car is Karen Cameron, whose husband is a fellow limbless veteran and part of Jez and Kirk's military network. HQ tracked the fugitives to a restaurant in Blackpool using her phone, but it's gone dark.
Has that phone moved any, Louisa?
No, we haven't any pings yet, no.
I feel like I could cry. I actually feel like I could cry.
I know. You've done a great job. We'll pick it back up. You'll always have my support. My fear now is that they will go completely off plan.
Off plan now.
Completely off plan, completely rogue and disappear into the ether. That is my primary concern.
Can you actually do my laces up today, Jez?
Would you like them doing?
Because I had to run them.
A few miles north of Blackpool, Jez and Kirk are hiding out at the home of Michelle Vance, a contact of their accomplice, Karen Cameron.
He's a flipping legend, isn't he? He has to tie my laces every day. Being cornered in the restaurant made me realise how important it all is, and the more effort we put in and each day we go just makes it even more valuable to get to that finish line. If anything, we've learnt a massive lesson now, and we're really going to have to up our game, I think.
They might even be a bit pissed off at this expedition. I think they might have thought they were a bit cocky and would have lasted longer than this period. And for us to have come in like that would have bruised their egos as well, which I find quite satisfying. We up our game as well.
We're gonna get them. We're in this for the long haul, so let's really stay focused.
Chi, can I interrupt?
Yeah.
We've got something breaking intelligence. So at 14:30 today, Karen Cameron's phone number, which we have dialed, a number registered to Michelle Vance.
Jez and Kirk's network is live again, and the hunters have a second chance.
Can we find out as much as possible about Michelle Vance? The address, vehicle registration numbers associated with her.
We all know from experience that these investigations can turn just like that.
So this is Michelle Vance. So it looks like she's a pharmacy manager.
So whilst Mr. Basrow was giving him a lift, Karen Cameron could have been calling Michelle Vance.
Michelle's offered us to stay for the night here so we can regroup.
It's classic military organisation. They move through an area, they've got to fix a single point of contact within the area who potentially coordinates and leverages all the other known associates. So this sort of play, with my background being military intelligence and military planning, it feels really familiar to me.
There's two things that could have compromised us today. Karen's phone or us walking through town.
And if we were walking through town and we were pinged through town,
yeah,
and it's facial recognition,
yeah,
why didn't they spot us in the restaurant?
So, Louisa, I've just had the address in from Michelle Vance in Fleetwood.
It is most likely, because they're now both at that address.
Hi, OK, I need you guys to move to the address of Michelle Vance. We think that Michelle Vance is a clean resource that Karen Cameron's reached out to. Also, we've got Mark and Carl to come and provide support as well, so they're en route, should be with you for 1800. Look out for the car of Karen Cameron, dark grey, Vauxhall Corsa.
Convinced they've located Jez and Kirk, HQ deployed 2 teams of ground hunters to the home of Michelle Vance.
Was this far enough? Very, very near it here.
Right, so we are parked up and tucked away.
Yep.
So we can see any vehicles that have come in and out.
OK, just sit tight and wait for Mark and Carl to arrive.
We need to get back out of towns again because this isn't good. You know, towns and town centres just aren't the place to hide. They will have you. I don't recommend eating in a restaurant while on the run.
Obviously, we need to get away from here. So let's overthink it. Let's just get gone.
Right.
We'll give it a go.
Good luck. Hope you win.
Thank you, Doc.
How are we looking, mate?
Lots of sun.
Bye.
Let's get out of here.
We're off. We're away.
There's a grey car just pulled out of there. Oh, go forward. Go forward.
A silver, definitely a...
We think a silver Corsa just pulled out of the junction.
A silver Corsa pulled out. Texas Avenue.
Yep. I can't see the vehicle at the moment.
We lost it at the roundabout.
We have got 8 minutes. Let's just keep this one. Hang on. Sighting. Right at the roundabout. Far up. Bear one. Wait one. I'll give you exact position.
It's the A585.
Is somebody following this on a map for us, please?
Mark's behind them.
He's behind them?
Yeah.
We've fucking got them today, haven't we? Yeah.
So there's a 4x4 Volvo following, but that has followed us out of Fleetwood.
actually keeping a lot of distance.
From what we can see, it's a female driving.
You see, female driving.
Yeah.
Is he turning in to follow us?
He is.
Oh, yeah, it's them. Yeah, they're following us.
We're right behind them. It's not over.
It was the phone call, Jez, wasn't it?
Well, he's flashing us.
Flash as much as he wants. You drive on. Ignore him. We're running parallel with him now. Hang on, let me just give him some advice. Time's up. Time's up. Come on. Yes, you Time's up. Off. He's telling me to fuck off.
This is the most stressful capture ever.
See if there's a way we can lose them in the services.
Left, left, left. Committed off the motorway.
Straight into the services.
We do have to be aware of the fact that they might not want to stop.
Preparing their bags to vacate.
Yeah. If you can balk the near side, balk the near side. Your time on the run is over. Your time on the run is over. Don't make off. Let me see. Your time on the run's up, mate.
You've done it, all right.
Okay, it's a stay you are.
Hi, Jeremy.
Job done.
Job done, mate.
Done it, guys.
Well done, everybody.
The actual guys on the ground, the guys grabbing you, these are alpha people. I have been an alpha person. My injuries have restricted me somewhat. And I'm hugely envious of these guys because at one point I was there. And seeing them doing their job put a lump in my throat.
It's never a last tour. You've always got another tour in you.
We've got another 8 fugitives to find, so we can't spend too long patting ourselves on the back, blowing smoke up our own backsides and telling each other how good we are. We've got work to do. I want to lead this team to the best of my ability. They deserve strong, firm, decisive leadership. We had a capture today. Great. It buoys everybody's spirits. We're all delighted. But the minute that euphoria subsides, it's bang, back at it.
With 8 fugitives still at large, HQ escalate their tactics.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time is now right to launch a national media campaign with regards to all of the outstanding fugitives. We're going public.
They target media outlets with pictures of the fugitives.
It has begun.
Twitter, Facebook, YouTube.
Have you seen this pair? Io Adesina and Madhu Alikor. You may qualify for a cash reward.
Print and radio.
Well, the latest fugitives could be in a town near you, and the hunters want your help.
Every set of eyeballs in the entire United Kingdom could be watching out for them. They really won't know who to trust.
Everybody is a hunter, and you don't know whether every single person that sees you is about to make that phone call.
Oh my God.
Have you seen these women be part of the action to support the hunters and help find others with an anime Elizabeth Scott?
Over the past week, childhood friends Anna and Elizabeth have hitchhiked their way more than 500 miles from Cornwall to Scotland. They've been waiting for a lift at a company depot outside Perth.
Oh my God, I'm scared. I'm terrified. Holy moly.
When I was younger, I was a bit of a doormat. I used to get bullied quite a lot. I think a big aspect is to show myself that I can do it, I am capable. I think it'll just instill me with a lot more confidence, and I think that's kind of like what I need at the moment.
Are you worried?
Yeah.
So am I.
Just about people.
Trusting them.
Yeah.
This experience will show to my family that I am independent and that I can cope. I want to make them proud and prove to them that I'm a strong young person, yeah. Oh, thank you so much.
Aware there's a price on their heads, the girls are keen to move further north. Sales rep Catherine agrees to drive them.
Sure you just want to go to Dundee?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Oh.
I'd be worried about Edinburgh.
Well, no, or something a bit more remote. No, I can't.
No, I'm on a bit remote.
Oh,
nothing
garden
knows.
park or something.
Everywhere.
Those guys outside won't put anything on Facebook or anything, will they?
No. Guys, nothing on Facebook or anything. Never seen nothing. Yeah.
Hunter headquarters.
I've just phoned up information on the two girls that are being hunted.
Oh, the two girls. Yeah, okay. So what do you know?
And they were just in here having a cup of coffee, and they're being taken to either Dundee or to Stanley by one of our colleagues.
How long ago was that they left?
About 5 minutes ago.
That's absolutely fantastic. If this leads to their capture, this information, it could give you a £250 reward. What was the name of the staff person, do you know?
Catherine.
If you have a number,
yeah,
that would be fantastic.
078.
Hello, bud. I have a new location for you to head towards. Dundee. We've had what we believe to be a reliable member of the public ring in with live intelligence regarding Anna and Elizabeth.
Okay.
It's a live one, buddy.
So beautiful. This is what Scotland's like.
Hi, Frank.
Catherine, how you doing?
I'm all right.
It looks like a crack in the warehouse. Claims to have phoned the hotline for the report, so I think it's...
To who? To the hotline?
Fucking 250 quid reward.
Oh, shit. Oh my god. I knew it. I thought that it seemed suspicious.
Don't worry, don't panic.
Oh, panicking. They might come and interrogate you. I'm trying to think what you could say.
They might offer you a lot of money.
Yeah.
They might come to call that grass and somebody up, so...
Yeah.
You just wouldn't do it.
You don't do it, do you?
You don't do it. I promise you I'm not going to phone.
Oh, no. I just feel terrified. I want to win so bad.
Catherine drops the girls on the edge of the Cairngorms, in the village of Kirkton of Glenila.
Thank you so much, Catherine.
Yeah, you feel bad.
See you soon.
Bye. Did you trust her?
Did I trust her?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. We need to go.
No, we do.
Oh, is that Catherine?
Yes.
Catherine, good morning to you. My name's Mark.
Police Detective Mark and former covert specialist Carl are in Scotland.
They jumped in your car, didn't they?
Yes.
They've made contact with Catherine, the last known person to give the girls a lift.
Where did you take them?
Oh, I can't tell you that. I wouldn't do it to them.
I'd like to just try and meet you in person if I could, and emphasise that financially for you, I could really make this worth your while, and I'm talking a significant end-of-day bonus for you.
We should never come to fucking Scotland.
What a fucking shitty idea.
Hamish and Michaela, they have no particular reason for doing it other than simply for the experience, for yet another experience in lives that I feel have probably been fairly hedonistic.
By studying their online lives, psychologist Dr. Donna Youngs has built a profile of Hamish and Michaela.
Their business activities that I can see seem to be about image, whether it's her dresses or his fine foods or his property investment services. It's all about image. She's obviously a real extrovert and has a lot of social skills. She's very good at talking to people. The attention-seeking propensity will come to the fore. She won't be able to keep that hidden for very long.
And action!
He's on! Yeah!
Oblivious to the social media campaign, Hamish and Michaela are making the most of their time on the run.
I'm thinking that the hunters aren't going to think that we're going to be water skiing, so I think they'd be pretty cross that we're having so much fun on the run. Oh, come on, Hamish!
To be honest, I feel great at the moment. It's about going back to adventure. Grab every opportunity and enjoy yourself. Because then you can go, you know, off to the Lake District or somewhere and just have a wicked time.
To middle-aged people from fairly comfortable, privileged backgrounds, how well are they really going to manage with the lack of comforts, the lack of their luxury items? That's going to be their downfall.
I think everything with Anna and Elizabeth at the moment is fitting in with their MO and what we believed. I think sporadic hitchhiking, keeping things completely erratic is their tactic. And so far it's worked. But fortunately for us, we've got the public on our side this time and it's really helping.
I'm so annoyed at a stupid boy for grassing us up. So the hunters have obviously deployed vehicles. They'll have managed to get CCTV images of what we now look like and what we're wearing, which is just fucking marvellous.
Don't let me down, Catherine. Don't let me down.
I can't even begin to explain how stressful it actually feels. You can't truly 100% trust people. It's kind of like, well, you're really, really alone. And this is a relatively new feeling because we've been placing a lot of trust in people over the past 11 days. And it just shows how people change when there's money involved.
Hello. Hello. How you doing? Yeah. Good to see you. Mark, nice to see you. Right, nice to see you. All right. Thank you for taking the time. I might as well not mince my words and get to the point, really. Yeah. And tell you that I can offer you a cash reward. And that reward, I need to be clear, is information which leads to the capture of those fugitives. Have you got kids? Yeah. We're reliant on you to help us here. I'm genuinely concerned for them because they're two young, naive kids. They're not quite as street as they think they are. I would be happy to pay you £500 if you can help us. You'd be willing to assist us?
Yeah.
OK, so where did you drop them?
I dropped them in a place called Curtin, of Glenisla.
Hi, sorry to bother you. This sounds weird. We're on the run. Yeah, we've been hunted by people. And we're really desperate.
We're desperate for a lift, if you could give us one. Just out of here along that road.
I'm sorry, no.
Oh, shit.
Thank you.
Thank you, though.
No, fine.
Are you sure?
We need to really go.
You have to have a certain mindset to survive out here without a shadow of a doubt. OK.
Yeah, it's called Scotch.
I was just stuck in... I don't know. Oh, shit. I think the reality of it is something and...
Out here. But the net is definitely moving in.
You don't know anyone who has a car here who may be able to drive us?
There you go. Kirkton and Glenisla.
Honestly, thank you so
much. Thank you so much. Would it be all right if you just don't tell anyone where you drop us off?
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you.
What is the hub of the community? Village Hall, OK. Hotel. You can guarantee they'll have been in there. Hello. How you doing? You all right? Right, yeah. Just want to have a chat, really, about two ladies.
Can't you see through that I in love with you? Don't run away from my love with me. Don't run away from my love with me. There are the reasons that I want to be.
So hopefully the hunters are still looking around Scotland in a village while we're going back and down back into England.
See, any one of these cars going past us now, they could be in. I have to say, these girls are beginning to earn my respect.
If we're honest, if they've jumped in a lorry and done a 300-mile trip, they're lost again. Sorry to sound so negative, but we need to be, you know, have some reality about this. That's where we're at with it.
So we launched the social media campaigns yesterday. We now have in place Facebook, Twitter, and also YouTube. The public response, I would suggest, is split between fantastic and screw the hunters, support the fugitives. But it's good that people are phoning in.
Hunted headquarters. Okay. And which of the fugitives is it that you think you've seen?
Io, I think.
Io? Yep.
And which of the fugitives are we talking about here?
I know her as Lolly.
Okay, so this is Lolly.
We're getting phone call after phone call from a member of the public. We have to decide whether that is a hoax or whether it's actual intelligence. And it's actually quite difficult to do at the end of a phone.
Thought that we saw Nick at the Tank Museum.
The Tank Museum?
Yeah.
What was he wearing? Law enforcement relies heavily upon public engagement. Look at Crime Stoppers, look at Neighbourhood Watch, look at all those sort of bodies that are absolutely crucial.
Well, thanks for phoning in and thanks for your help. I'm not entirely convinced.
Okay.
He said he was very, very drunk. He saw them for about 30 seconds.
This cottage here? That exact cottage? Oh, you are so kind.
Michaela's former teacher has suggested the fugitives try their luck at his brother's house.
Nobody in at the inn. I think we're going to the pub then. This is beautiful.
How they're feeling will really depend very much on the particular psychology of the fugitive. For some of them, confidence will be sky high at the minute. They'll be almost hubristic. They'll be really feeling that they're winning, that they've got one up on us.
Celebrate! Time's come on! Woo woo!
For others, the initial thrill will have started to wane.
She's been unable to sleep anywhere that's remotely rough. She just seems to get pretty desperate around about 7:30, 8 o'clock to find herself a nice big bed and a bottle of champagne.
Can we hitch a ride?
She's loads of fun and, you know, a wonderful, energetic personality, but it's interaction with human beings that gets you caught.
We got foldable bikes. I don't like they're cold. They've got a tiny bit of land that we could camp on, but I just, you know, me being very delicate, I'm not sure about the cold. So I've asked Steve very nicely if there's any chance we could keep down upstairs. They've got some empty rooms upstairs. Whoa, whoa.
Life on the run is kind of like a continuum of a night out. Rugby? Play rugby? No. Not with a ponytail.
Hunter headquarters.
I have some information regarding the fugitives who are around the moment. Hamish and the lady are wearing a pub and actually sitting at the pub.
Okay, what was the name of the pub?
It's the Barge in Wiltshire.
That's one plan. After tonight, I'm thinking, get straight on that road and hitch out of here. We're going underground. I'm not even seeing anyone, because we can't help talking about it. So
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
How did you find out that we were looking for them?
Listen to the truth, Hamish.
So you found about us on the website, on the Facebook site, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're staying tonight as well.
Right, where are they staying?
I work for the pub and they're staying at the pub.
They're staying at the pub.
Yeah.
Why is it that you've decided to phone this in?
250 quid for a phone call. I don't really like the look of them either.
You don't really like the look of them, did you say?
Not my kind of people. They've came in the pub to start chatting about us almost straight away.
All right, well, that sounds just absolutely fantastic then. This has been tremendous information. Thank you very much.
We'll get a team there as soon as we possibly can and hopefully be in a position to make a strike.
Fantastic.
Here's us with plenty at stake, and we are sitting in a pub making too much noise because we don't want to go outside and sleep in a tent.
Hamish and Michaela have spent the night at a pub in Wiltshire. Following a tip-off from a member of the public, Louisa is briefing hunters Neil and Amy on the capture operation.
Pull up in the car, recce the location. If they are outside, to remain in situ, in vehicle, and gauge next steps, covering potential exits. Short of jumping into the canal, their options are reasonably limited. And we also think they may have had a bit too much to drink last night. So hopefully, you're going to have the advantage here.
That's the boring thing, isn't it? Packing up, unpacking, packing up. Thank you so much.
We've just come into the car park, and actually we've got eyes on them now.
Can you show us with your screen if possible, Amy?
So just behind the tiles, you've got Michaela on the left wearing a beige cardigan, white shorts with some sort of black t-shirt underneath. Yeah. They're not paying any attention to us. They're chatting away quite happily at the picnic benches. Michaela is now into the pub. She's taking back some coffee cups, carrying a towel. Hamish remains on the bench. So it's a temporary loss on Michaela. She goes into the pub. She's in.
Let's wait and see.
It's all about controlling the adrenaline and keeping calm and composed, because any sort of premature movement now would jeopardise us. We're in a good position. We just need to keep calm and make sure that we coordinate this smoothly and effectively, and this should be a clean capture.
Just stand by, guys. So I've got Michaela. She's out the pub. She's coming down the hill now towards us.
So we have confirmation of eyes on Hamish and Michaela.
Yeah, confirmation, both Hamish and Michaela. We have eyes on. She's getting in and into the car. I'm going to switch seats in case I need to block these off in the car. I'm going to cut this vehicle off, guys, so just be aware of that. Can we go when they close these doors?
Yes.
Okay, in, go.
Quick, lock the windows, lock the door. Lock it, quick.
You've both been hunted down. Michaela Sales, Hamish Thorburn, you've both been hunted down. Your time on the run is over.
Just reverse, go right, turn right. Oh God, it's like the tires.
We'll let these tyres down now.
Come on, get out.
Michaela Sales, you've been hunted down. Your time on the run is over.
Okay, got Michaela.
The time on the run is over. Stay by the car, don't move.
He's as well. Well done, everyone. Great work on these two capture confirmed. Amy, Neil, great result. Thank you. That was professional. That was clean, executed brilliantly. I wouldn't have expected anything else. Thank you. Great capture.
Is that all right? Please don't jump in the canal. She's jumped in the canal. I hope you don't mind, but I shan't be jumping in after her. Thank you.
See you later, guys.
See you later.
You can't just sit in a tent squirreling around. What's the point, you know? Each day of your life, you need to enjoy it, so I don't think there's any mistakes in enjoying life.
Just a simple case of us making too much noise. The champagne lifestyle has led to our downfall. We deserve to be caught at this stage.
They could be on their way here right this second.
Go, 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 go! We'll get dogs, we'll get drones, we'll get boots on the ground.
Can you smell the money, yeah? We're going to take her down.
I am not invincible. I might actually get caught.
I'm not here to be paid like a fool, OK?
Right, you tell your girlfriend something, and the polygraph calls you a liar, Oaks. The Lie Detective, tomorrow night from 10. Next tonight, Lydia Bright in excruciating pain, and Dom Jolly fast asleep. Celebrity Island with Bear Grylls.